for incarnating. So what's the point from incarnating? Right? Is to separate yourself, illusionary, temporary, from your greater self, and take on the duality with all the aspect of that duality and see if you can return back, right? So that journey is growth and learning, correct? So you agreed on it, your higher self agreed on it, universe, Mother Earth create all this duality, the nature, they eating each other, right? It's a set of template of duality. For us to come, or of all consciousness to come and evolve through it, to remember itself that their natural state is not duality, is unity with the divine, yet they are living in duality to find that way back. You see it? So with that understanding, then your higher self unconditionally supporting all your judgment, choices, and so on, because that's how you're going to grow and explore and say, don't take my learning, I came here to learn. Why are you taking my learning from me? I'm stuck, I'm going to do this, I'm going to hit my head in the wall till I know that it's bleeding. That's my learning. And then if you're really, really insisting and that's your way you are going to learn, which is humanity, that's what it does, right? And then higher self, okay, we wait for here, waiting for you, we have bandages and alcohol to wipe your blood. Whenever you want to listen to us, we can say something, but we are waiting here till you finish. Something like that. Or another analogy is fire. You want to put your finger in the fire and understand, oh, it's burn. But first, any child, you want to understand, what does it mean burn? What does it mean? How bad is it? How much pain I can handle? What does it mean pain even? And so on. So, but when you repeat it over and over again, some of the soul will wake up and say, okay guys, we have doing this all over again. And yes, we were learning from it 100%. But we have already learned the same thing over again. There is no point from recreating the wheels all over again. You're not doing anything new now. And then this is where the shifts are happening, and then a bit more interference, a bit more closer your higher self, because you're allowing now for a change. You're allowing more for guidance. You're allowing to drop your own fixation about, I'm going to learn only through suffering. Oh, stop it, enough. What can I do else? What can I learn differently? And then now the change starts taking place. That's basically allowing. Allowing whatever you think that is the only way, and that's my belief system, that there is nothing else can be happen, to drop it. Well, there is always many possibilities. Maybe I'm not aware of them also. I'm going to allow them. And then cool.
So
thank you for asking, and thank you for
we
everyone
are
watching online
live
also.
on Facebook and YouTube, so we're gonna welcome and greet them into the session. So welcome if you are watching now, and we are starting and welcoming you for the Monday session. Monday session, which is the heart resonance. So we're gonna do some energy practice. So we require your attention, we require your focus to work with us, so you can build up your container of light, of wisdom, of higher self, of divine light, of unconditional love. All that you require to shift your reality, to manifest your life, and to be the highest best version of yourself. So the Monday is spiritual gym. So welcome. And if you feel like you would like to join this Monday, there is the link above the video that will direct you to register into the event, and you will receive the password and the link to join us. We somehow have an idea of what will happen today.
Yes. Matilda, she chose this theme for you guys tonight,
which is the continuity of the experience of the intensive of Saturday. And that actually Didi is received as well. So we're gonna work, we like to work again, or to revisit, or to emphasize, or to build up the energy there, or to see where we are at as well, the connections, and our connections to our sacred heart and the three-folded flame. I can share my experience of with you, so you understand why is it connected. So when we did the Kundalini energy work on Saturday, so Saturday we did some energy, the Kundalini was part of our focus for that intensive, And when we are focusing on it, so you understand that in my state I do my own version, so I don't overwhelm my system. So in my connections, in welcoming the Kundalini and rising this Kundalini energy with this light force meeting the light force, you know that Kundalini is also seen as the fire, like fires rising. And as we are in the nature, I was connected with each elemental of the nature to revisit them as well. I haven't been in the nature for a long while, so being there was for me touching base with I would say, a place that is nature. Here's a bit different. We have the garden, but it's residential. Winter in Europe, it's the nature is incubating and rejuvenating.
Nature. Yeah. Very small. Where there it's like really big and all the trees around, so you can feel it more stronger.
So winter is a period where the nature is incubating to be able to rejuvenate the soil, to be able to receive the seeds and to sprout again for springs. So it's a different connection in winter in Europe. So when I was back for Christmas, but Saturday I was like, yeah, let's do that. Let's reconnect and really get this life force from Mother Earth, each elementals, and feed myself with it, like this food, this life force, this energy, those codes. And as we were working on the Kundalini, what happened is the Kundalini, this fire rose and picked the elementals to rise into my system and open up the three-folded flames and the diamond light body with the elementals, with the nature. So elemental are the air, the sun, the earth, and water. So I feel that coming up, and the three-folded flames start forming with the elements. So as it rose into the hearts, the air brought the divine will. So the blue flame of the three-folded flame that form your sacred heart and is the foundation of your sacred union for your diamond light body, for your container of light, and your crystallization to your fifth density and your unified self. So this blue light is the divine will, and the air came to, actually it was the third one that came to build that blue flame of divine will. The earth was the first one to come to build the divine love. So the earth, the red one, to come the divine love, the pink one, because it's more pink in the flame. And the sun came with all this radiance to build the divine wisdom, and they start building with the Kundalini fire, this Kundalini life force energy and the elementals. It was a very good experience, very nice. So building. I'm like, yeah, what about water? So I'm like questioning, like, where is water? Water is your creative force that remains in the sacral, your sexual energy. So the water stays there. But I'm like, okay, it's great, good input, thank you guys. Where about the divine harmony? Because when you build the sacred, the diamond light body, so once you have your three-folded flames, the divine harmony comes into place. I'm like, where's the divine harmony? The divine harmony is the beauty of nature. The divine harmony is when all the elements comes together and creating the force of creation. So that was a divine harmony forming into the three-folded flame. And then the water was creating the flow, which is a divine grace, the apex pointing down of the diamond light body, connecting with your Mother Earth and your reality. So it flows, so you create the reality of your will and of your choice. That was the one. And the ether was the divine order that is at the top of your diamond light body. So it was like this building. And I found out that when George was like, okay, what do we do tonight? So we always joke with that question, because we never know what's going to happen at night, depending on who is coming, the vortex, the energy building, our energy as well building. And so we always ask the question, saying like, yeah, let's see. But today I said like, you know what, let's do three-folded flames. Let's do this three-folded flame, and from this, if something else open, or if we remain in strengthening and enhancing those divine quality in our sacred heart. It's cool?
For the people also who doesn't know the diamond light body and the diamond light code, because some of you study with us, so Mathilde was mentioning about a specific code that we have received and we teach that creates something called unity, or can bring an expanded state for a Christ unity consciousness. We call it diamond light code. The formation started when we were doing Mondays, when we start receiving the code, was starting with the three-folded flame. That's what she's mentioning. many of ascended masters, they teach about the threefold flame. The way for you to see it is as if in your heart the three primordial, let's say, quality of divine comes first, will be divine love, divine will, and divine wisdom. That was Mathilde was mentioning at the beginning. So those are like considerably the primordial energy that comes from divine quality, that's spread in, I would say, almost in all the universe that we know as the universe. And then when it comes, certain souls or certain group souls will start concentrating more on one of those quality comparing to others. So for example, scientists will be more focusing on the quality of wisdom.
Which is a divine intelligence.
Which is divine intelligence, divine wisdom. Leaders will be focusing on divine will. Healers, for example, will be focusing on divine love. But still we have all of them, but there is one will be more prominent in their field. The more you understand that those are three primordial quality of divine, that they come first into your heart to express all the quality, and they spin together in sort of three-folded flame, that's what they call it. And those are the initiation of the beginning of your sacred heart. What we receive is the continuation of that once they spin and they gather and they open with you something called higher heart. Then there is another divine quality start opening up called divine harmony, which is Mathilde was also talking about. She was receiving it in the Kundalini practice. Divine harmony is when you have welcome all those three quality of divine or divinity in very equilibrium manner without judging none of them and equally seeing them are equal and important. Then divine harmony open up, so it harmonize all the aspect of your reality. Now that you have those three-folded flame, divine love, divine will, divine wisdom, and divine harmony. And then actually then there is no any more separation or clash between the aspect and the people who's focusing. So the scientist is accepting, for example, the leader accepting the healer accepting the scientist. And that creates the harmony, divine harmony. And then when those open, that's what we receive in the Diamond Light Code, that will be the basis, and to open up in your heart like this, to open up what we call the Diamond Light Code, which hold the unity. Then divine order comes on the top, divine grace come at the bottom, and they create the shape, the diamond shape that we always talk about. And that shape is one of the sacred geometry that resemble equilibrium and unity. It's inside the Vesica Pisces, two circle together, and then they create the diamond within. As if no matter how much duality is there, the center between them is unity. We have, this one is also very close to it, if you can see it from here, the Christ's heart. So when that diamond take shape with all those quality of divine in it, the center of that diamond, then we have the seed of unity and we have the divine union that unite all the aspect of all the divine quality in equilibrium. When that open up, you get your diamond light code, diamond light body, and you get your awakening cosmic Christ heart. Cosmic Christ heart, we've done it in the retreat, because cosmic Christ heart, it's telling you that you are part of the whole cosmos, and Christ is energy belong to the whole cosmos, and Christ carry unity consciousness. So that will open up and you become part of everything. You basically entering your enlightened state as a divine union with the source. So that's what she received in the Kundalini practice, with the element merging with it, because the element recognizing also the equilibrium and the unity. And we would love to experience it together tonight. Lovely?
That's good.
Yeah.
That is the theme for tonight.
They're already sleeping.
Everyone's like, oh, union, yes, Christ, take me, thank you.
So we welcome Francesca. Hello, Francesca. Rita, it's been a long while if you're still watching. Thank you for joining. Oli, I hope you're feeling better. You were missed on Saturday. Mariam. Hello, Mariam. It's been a long while too. No, not a Mariam. Julie,
Yes,
Sandra.
Mariam Amin. Mariam Amin, your friend?
Is it Mariam Amin?
Yeah, Mariam Amin.
For me, it's Mariam Wagdi. So, yeah, Mariam. So great. Welcome, guys. Thank you for
We
watching
love
as
you.
well.
I hope that you enjoyed the first talk first,
It was nice.
and then the second.
It could have been the entire meditation already.
Yeah, you could meditate while we are talking if you want, guys, and start
And
visualizing.
feeling it and calling
and opening
for
and
it.
spinning, and then
Yeah.
oh Christ, oh. 1 minute, I'm flying. What's happening?
So in terms of quick announcement before we start, it's the same one. I know you've been coming every week. It's going to be the same announcement. It will not change, but the more I repeat, the more it's embedded in the brain, the more it is embedded in the consciousness, the collective consciousness. So there's the retreat coming up for Greece, which is 1st to 9th of May, and we may ask to start a day before as well. We will have the itinerary very soon. It's been worked on right now, but if you want to save your spot, because so far we are already 15, that half of them already booked the spot and the other half they want to come, and they haven't booked the spot yet, but they are coming, and we have 5 more on the side that are trying to manifest finance and holidays and time. So we already if everybody comes, already 20 without doing anything with the itinerary. So that's why we will have limited space. So if you're really sure about coming, I know that some of you already booked fully, but if you're really sure about coming, please please come. So the place is Greece. We will do mostly south of Greece, so from Athens till the islands.
All the sacred site and temples in Greece.
So it's like sacred site tours, activation, energy work, mission, but also some rest, because we learned from the previous retreat, so we're going to have more rest, and the rest has been planned in the islands. So we're going to spend actually 4 days in the islands, and we'll finish there as well, so it's going to be wonderful. And it's May just before the high season, so that's great as well. Okay. And it's perfect weather.
May from
1st to 9th, but we are not sure yet if we will start the retreat on the 30th of April, so a day before, regarding the flight options from UAE that are not superbly great. So for you to all arrive at the proper time, for us to start the retreat at a decent time and not at 10 p.m. at night, then we may ask you to come a day before, so everyone is ready. So that's the retreat. Yeah. Very excited, huh?
Amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be
very
great.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Greece is a very nice place. All of
yeah,
them.
like I've been looking at the pictures and the sites, and it's
high
like
energy, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Apollo, I want to see Apollo and say hi to Apollo.
The same way that Egypt was the entry point to work for Middle East, Greece is the entry point to work on Europe. So yeah, nice. Yeah, and it's a perfect bridge after Turkey as well, because there's a lot of resonance between Turkey and Greece, obviously. So there's temples and sites that we've done in Turkey that are also in Greece, so we'll see how it's connected and moving. So yeah, it's going to be very nice. So that is for Greece. Second announcement is the Crystal Workshop with Svetlana in 2 weeks, February 7th and 8th. So we have still few spots open, meaning that Svetlana is choosing to open the early bird price till the end of this week. So if you are interested to join, there's still the early bird price available, and yeah, that's Crystal Kingdom Workshop. And what else?
Yeah, Svetlana gives a lot of tips and understanding about the crystals.
We did a video, so you can watch the video.
So you become very familiar and to know how to work with them, how to utilize them, how to cleanse them, how to spot fake from real, all kind of things. Very good workshop.
So if you want to know more about the topic and some of the topic of the course, we did a video last week with Svetlana, so you can scroll down our video library on YouTube, on Facebook. We will see my face and Svetlana's face on the video, and that's the one.
That's one. You click on it and watch it.
Yeah. Otherwise, what else? Sound healing, no need to talk about. The course, and well, next Wednesday, Unconditional Love will be 5th of February. So Wednesday, first Wednesday of Feb, 5th of February, Wednesday, Unconditional Love Group Healing.
Yes. Please prepare from now to bring a new person to receive healing.
Yeah. If we,
so
because
you don't do it the last minute.
Yeah.
I ask someone and he didn't come.
Yeah. So we are always full in the room for Wednesday.
He couldn't come. Okay. I'm emphasizing to bring in new people so they can receive healing, and then we can grow also the community where they receive the love, unconditional love. They become aware about the community and the energy work that's happening, the vortex, and they can say, okay, beautiful energy, what you guys doing, how we can join the community, so we can do the project to shift the reality into harmony, right?
Yes, so I was in doing so.
Wednesday every month,
First week.
once only, first week
We
of the
try
month.
first week, yeah.
So this time will be 5th
Of Feb.
Feb, Wednesday.
So as George was saying, bringing your friends that require healing, or those who are ready to receive, or curious to discover the community, us, the work, to come on Wednesday. We are usually full in the room, so there will be a point where we will have to be outside. So
Yeah, we want to
to-
reach that point.
to
actually.
bridge that, we need to know to
So-
which extent. I mean, when.
Right now, always like between 25, sometimes 30.
Yeah.
But we want to reach 50 and
Because
100.
25, 30 is not very comfortable in the room, and that we know that. But to shift to another place, then we need to know that we can
Yeah.
feel minimum 30 each time.
Yes.
And
So
I'm
far,
sure
they
that
are
we can
fitting
do
in the
it.
villa.
Yeah, I'm sure we can
That's
do
me.
it anyway. Let's
Yeah,
let's
but
try for March. Or
The first Wednesday comes that we have more than 30. That means it's a sign we have to go to bigger venue, and that means the sign the community is growing and the
Yes.
energy is growing,
Mm.
right? So it's good that we're reaching 30. That means we are sufficient and strong enough. But I know, and I saw it before, that you will grow strongly, and the pillar of light, which is the community who's practitioner, when we're going to do 100, you guys will stand and you'll do the work with me. I'm going to teach you to do that also. And so you can upgrade yourself and people feel the difference. That's a collective work. It's different than individual work. It's way more powerful. Is you're telling to the earth, we are literally getting enlightened as a group consciousness. It's different than one individual. So please work on it. Get yourself ready. Get your channel ready. So we do it together as a community.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, if you are watching now, if you're in the room and you haven't joined, and you've been to one of our courses, you want to participate more, to invest more on yourself. George is training every Sunday since March now.
Since
Feb.
last year, Feb, yes.
Yeah, every Sunday on the
Every
private group.
Sunday we
So-
gather, we have always spiritual talk.
Yeah.
Now Open Up was having communication as it's like almost mini consultation session on the talk immediately and then practice.
Yeah, so if you feel like you would like to join regularly, so it's a bit of a commitment from yours as well, because you are building a certain energy. There's a practice at the end of the talk. It's usually 2 hours on Sunday night.
Well, the best practice, because you're going to write your manifestation, start working on it. What better than that you want?
Yeah.
And all of it is free. I mean,
So if you haven't joined yet, you are not in the group?
send me message.
Yeah.
I will add you
Yeah.
and then add you to Facebook group, and we always share the link one day before in Zoom and on Facebook.
2 hours before.
2 hours before, always. I will be going. I will be.
Dave, did you send the link for the group?
I will be going to the gym. Literally, going to the gym. I will send the link. Go to the gym. Come back and start the training.
So if you are interested to join and to know that this is a bit of your commitment as well from your side, you're going to practice and to build that energy with the community for the purpose, and direct that energy for the purpose of what we are building on the bigger scale, then please join, whether you're online or in the room here.
Yes. So there is a little bit of minimum requirement. Is either you're coming to Monday and Wednesday for a while, so you understand what we are doing and you understand heart resonance. Because if you don't understand heart resonance and you don't know how to open up your heart and connect with the field, then you are from scratch and it's very far to uplift you. Then I would ask you, come study something first. Or you have attended with us any of, I open up recently, any intensive or retreat or course, you guys are welcome. If you attend any of them, you are welcome to join the training, because in any of these, I'm teaching heart resonance, I'm talking about enlightenment, I'm talking about the project which is Unconditional Love Project, that we are gathering energy of unconditional love and sending it to the whole environment and manifesting our highest best. So that is the aim from the group, is to grow the group and they practice, sending the same unconditional love, receiving the same unconditional love, so manifest the highest best. If you are happy with that, you are welcome. Yes, Said.
When's the next course?
That's a
Where is
very
the
good
next
question.
course? As I said at the beginning, George is now responsible of the planning of courses.
So Mathilde asked me, we have to put the date of the course. I said, I'm not putting any date. I want to revamp many things, including first the heart resonance as a very minimum presentation and very minimum practice. And I'm going to offer it also free, where I'm going to teach online. Mainly I'll start doing a lot of online because we can gather more people online. And you don't need to say, I don't have time to go in the car. Okay, online, watch it again if you want. So I'm going to teach a simplified way of the heart resonance in the mean of that you can make it coherent in your system, how it affects your physical body, emotion, mental, spiritual, and how you can use it as a manifestation. So the community can learn it also and can teach it to others. Once I finish that, then we're having a big group of people who start joining. I will open up the course once again of the first level and level 2. I want to improve also level 1 and level 2 where I make them 2 courses. So generally level 2 I work on the third eye. I want to do 2 level third eye where I go to one more deeper level on the third eye when you are guys ready, because in that 2 days I have only these 2 days to give a lot of information. You guys get baked all the time. You remember the level 2, you come and you finish the level 2, I'm still having information, haven't finished because it's only 2 days and you have that much to stretch, and you stretch a lot. People will come the first day on the third eye level 2, they have never seen any sacred geometry. They said, I have no third eye, I guess. The second day, oh my god, I'm communicating with this, I see sacred geometry, I see angel, I see light, all this open. And that's the start, to be honest. There is more and more to that. So this all need to rearrange and revamp, but the first one is I want to do the heart resonance simplified version. And I made a mini project, and I ask you guys in the online who would like to meet with me online and discuss your limitation about the people around you, how you think that it's difficult for you to explain spirituality, energy, and heart resonance to anyone. And tell me, if I tell to my children this is what they say, for example, how can I do it so we can perfect it? Tell me, if I am in the work, in the office, if I mention energy, people laugh at me, let me perfect it. If scientist person said this is nonsense, there is no science behind it, let me show you the science behind it, so on. In my journey, when I create the unconditional love, the heart resonance and all this idea, I study almost all these, but I haven't covered all the possibility because I met my colleagues in my office and I convinced them all, and I had many of discussion till they fed up and say, okay, done. One of my friend was so stubborn, he said, I have no objection to what you're saying, I understand that all these are possible, I refuse to believe in it. I said, that's your choice, I'm fine, as long as you admit that whatever I'm saying is correct. I said, yeah, that's fine, that's good, but doesn't mean that you are wrong, he just doesn't want to believe in it. And I asked him, may I ask you why? He said, it's easier for me. I said, I got it, that's a good answer. Because the moment he opened up that door, that means he's going to change all his belief system, and he was not ready for it. Got it, good. And then I have other friends and so on, where some of them they actually join meditation, and some of them they actually join a seal session. He was very shocked, of course. And he said, I was like my eyes were here in my head, but I like it, it's good, but I don't think I can do it again. I said, fine, it's good. But see, we are opening the communication with people are really, really far away from spirituality. That's a different approach. I've tried it with children, but not all the options. So I would like to meet you guys and tell me what's your limitation so we can break them and find a way to approach it. Cool?
That will be good. Yeah, right. That will be very, very good.
So
And we do it as soon as possible.
And George, when is the date?
I haven't decided. So
So yeah, it needs a bit of incubation. George needs a bit of incubation now.
I don't take
And
pressure.
to answer
Exactly.
Zaid's question, thank you for your patience because we will have to wait to know the dates.
Yeah.
And it will come like
When
in
I
perfect timing.
when I
Yeah.
left my job, when I actually the whole company closed, if you know the story, and Matthias said, "Okay, you're ready. When you do the course?" I said, "I'm not doing course till I might take my space." No, you should. I'm not doing. And I
6 months later.
No, I took 3 months. I took 3 months, literally not working on any course, just regathering myself from all the story and becoming fully present in my story and practicing, and then I start creating the course. Was less than that because I started teaching videos and stuff, and then the first official I think was maybe in 5 months, not 6 months.
August.
August.
July, August. Anyway, the point
So,
is it's
I take my
happening
time.
when it needs to happen. So let's enjoy the restructuring of the work because there is a new readiness because you are also opening to new desires. So there is also this restructure and needs to happen on our side as well. I wanted to mention something and I forgot. Yes, I wanted to mention those who are online because actually we have a lot of people. So Rahaf is there. Hello Rahaf. I'm saying love you all. So be it, yes, we are growing. There is Gertrude as well. There is Nadine. There is Rob. Hello Rob.
Hello, Rob.
Love you as well.
Long time.
And Oli who is looking for the password. So. So George will send you the password, Oli. All right, wonderful. Yes, I cannot connect. I think there is a time when there will be a lot of people in the community, like 200 people, we won't be able to answer those questions. So you will have to manage by yourself how to connect, where are the links, internet doesn't work, the password missing, like nothing is missing, it's there. You haven't found it yet. So yeah. Okay guys, whoever wants to join then join with the link above the video. I think we have covered the topic of the day. Any questions from your side? Yeah, you good? Yeah, thank you. Therefore, thank you. Have a wonderful evening. If you are watching, thank you for joining. We wish you a beautiful evening indeed, and we hope to see you very soon. We love you. Bye bye.